Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to NetworkChuck. Today, no fancy music, none of that stuff today. Just want to get on and hang out with you guys because it's been a long time. And I want to talk about what is your dream job. Now, I did a poll. By the way, how you guys doing? I haven't done this in a long time. I've missed doing this. So good to see you guys. Let me know if you can hear me okay. But man, it's so good to be back doing this. Goodness. Now, no coffee today. I've already had like way too much coffee. I've been working on a video. My desk is like a complete mess. Any guesses to what I've been doing? You won't find out until tomorrow. Man, it's been crazy. But anyways, I want to talk about your dream job. I did a poll on YouTube. Has it been a few weeks now? Holy crap, it's been a few weeks. It's been a while. In my house, going on, guys? Man. My nails look lacquered. My nails were actually painted. Any guesses to what I was doing? I'm curious to actually get it right. So let me show you real quick. I'm curious if this will work fine. I did a stream where I asked you, not a stream, a poll on my YouTube channel. Let me pull it up. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. And here's the poll. I asked, what's your dream job? I said hacker, DevOps engineer, network engineer, cloud engineer, security engineer, because I'm curious. Like, you guys, I talk to a large amount of people, and it's a bunch of IT people in our community, people who want to become IT engineers, people who already are IT engineers, maybe looking to transition to another job. So I think it's pretty interesting to find out what the results are. Now, look at this. 40,000 votes on this. And I guess I wanted to come on and ask, like, because I saw some comments about this. Obviously, the clear winner was hacker. Like, hacker, 40, like, let me pull up a calculator. Like, what is that? So it's, how many of you want to become hackers? Times 0.47? That's 18,800 people want to become hackers. And I'm curious, what are your thoughts on that? And I'm going to engage the chat today on that. What are your thoughts? Because half of me is like, okay, these people legit want to become hackers, and that's really cool. Like, I love that. The other half of me is like, they probably saw hacking in a movie or a TV show, Mr. Robot, and think, man, that looks really cool what that guy's doing. Like, I want to become that guy. And they don't truly know what it is. Probably a good half and half on that. But I'm just curious, if you're one of the ones who responded, yeah, I want to become a hacker, what's your motivation behind that? What are your thoughts behind that? And also, if you're in the chat right now and you didn't get a chance to answer the question, or maybe you want to elaborate, what's your dream job? What is it? Realizing that it's something that will definitely evolve over time. And I understand, like, a lot of you are probably just not getting into IT, or you're wanting to get in IT, and you already have a good idea of what you want to be. Like, you think, dang, I want to become a network engineer because it looks amazing, and I've been there. I know what it feels like to, like, look at a position and go, that's what I want to be. But that could change, because as you get into learning the CCNA, CCNP, you encounter what it actually feels like to be that person. You get the actual job and see what it's like. You may end up either loving it more, kind of just being like, meh, or hating it. So I'm just curious where you're at with that. Drive-In Theater wants to be an Ethereum miner. Interesting. By the way, this will be a relatively short stream. I just wanted to I haven't done this in so long. I wanted to get on and talk with you guys. So good to see you. Super chat from Zach Copley. Let me pull it up real quick. He says, my lifetime goal is to become a network architect. What is the best path to become that? Great question. Because that's a pretty lofty goal. And I think the industry disagrees on what that actually means. I would, because, like, what do you have in mind a network architect actually is? In my mind, a network architect is someone who doesn't touch the CLI. They don't do well, in my mind, what the fun stuff is. They're more design, like a really high level design. Like, they're hardly even, like, getting into design documents. So they're more like above that, like almost the network CEO is what I feel like they are. So I'm just curious, what is your motivation for that? And two, the path to becoming a network architect is it's going to be just accumulating a lot of experience and respect in the industry, because no one's just going to go, oh, that guy has a CCIE, I'm going to hire him as a network architect. No, it's going to be years and years of experience demonstrating that you know something. Anyways, thanks, Zach, for the super chat. Man, again, so good to be doing this again. And this really isn't going to be a long stream. Like I said, it's not going to be a long thing. Mostly I just want to get on here and talk with you guys. But I'm just curious, what's your dream job? What do you want to be? And I'll kind of tell you where I'm at right now. My dream job for the longest time was just honestly, you know what my dream job was for the longest time? Was just a job that would provide for my family. And that was like the only criteria I had. Like that was it. And I reached it for sure, and I found that in IT, and throughout the process, I fell in love with what I was doing. I love network engineering. I pretty much love everything I've encountered in IT except for wireless. Wireless, I hate your face, but I have to learn it. I don't know why I hate it so much. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Yeah, tank. I'm almost at 900K, dude. Gunning for that million. I need some more water. Evan Bouchard says, let me throw you up real quick. Let me find you here. That was freaking funny. Dream job's to be an e-girl. He's a guy, though. So, hacker. Settled. I get it. That's funny. So where I'm at right now, so my dream job was to just have a job that would provide for my family. That was my only motivation. And I did that and more. So if you're like thinking like, man, I don't really know what I want to do, but I know I have a family I want to provide for, and I want a happy life, a successful career, a happy career. IT will do that for you. So I reached that. And then like, I think like 2 years into your career, you always hit that slump where, I'm here now. What do I do? What do I want to keep building? Do I want to keep becoming a collaboration engineer? Do I want to go down the path of network engineering? And that was definitely me for a long time. I wanted to hone my path, hone my skills, and become awesome. And of course, I started doing YouTube, and now this is what I do. But I've always had like a knack and a focus on network engineering. But now my focus has been shifting more towards, and you guys have seen this, right? More towards hacking. And it seems like the majority of my audience now, and I think this is true, just based on that poll I did, the majority of you are interested in hacking and whatever that means. Now, I know when I say, oh, become a hacker, half of you are like, yeah, that sounds so cool, and the other half are in the industry, and maybe you're thinking, okay, we're not called hackers. We're called pen testers. We're called red teamers. We're called blue teamers. I totally get that. But I will say this, that the professional hackers I talk to who are also influencers in this industry, like Nahum Sek, John Hammond, and others, they love the term hacker. They want to get that term back. And also Stoke. I had all of them on the channel. They want to steal the word back. They want to make hacker a good thing, and they want that to be a legit job title, because that's really what you're doing. Yeah, it has a weird connotation now. Sure, it does. I'm with them on that. I think it's a cool job title, and I think it really legit identifies something pretty cool that you can become. But I am curious if everyone who wants to become a hacker, if they actually would like hacking, because it looks cool, no doubt. But I wonder if you would actually like it, because the actual work involved is certainly different. It combines a ton of disciplines in IT. So if you are a network engineer, it's going to combine that. It's going to have cloud. It's going to have system administration. It's going to have Linux. It's going to have Python. It'll have a little bits of everything you like about IT. It's just going to apply it in a very different way, from defensive stuff to offensive stuff. I'm just curious. And of course, I am like completely rambling right now. Dylan Long says, let me throw Dylan up real quick. Thank you, Dylan, for the super chat. Says, my dream is to become a CEH, or a certified ethical hacker. Now that's the certification. Your dream is to become certified? I like that. I can get behind that. And you'll get there. I'm curious, why CEH? Let me know. Punctus. I'm gonna find you real quick. Give me a second. First of all, he says, this is my CCNA study time. I can't resist the live stream. You know what? I'll forgive you. It's okay. You can go study CCNA if you want. Also, hang out with me here. You know what? Getting motivated is also good. So Don't forget that. But anyways, your super chat. Thank you for the super chat. He says, please speak on getting out of the help desk. Great topic, great question. For a lot of you, your dream job may be just be getting off the help desk. It's a real thing. Like I made a video. It was a live stream talking about your first IT job should be the help desk, and anyone really is qualified for it. It doesn't mean you'll be handed the job, but if you have any kind of customer service experience, you can get the help desk job. You can do that. However, you can get on the help desk, kind of find an area where you're comfortable and get stuck. I've seen it happen. And it's easy because you'll become buddies with the people you're working with. You'll have a good time. You pal around. It is, for the most part, low stress. And let's be honest, you make pretty good money on the help desk compared to other jobs. I mean, you can make upwards of $50,000 to $60,000 as you move through the tiers based on your experience and what company you work for. It's awesome. Sometimes I miss aspects of that, but dude, if you have ambitions, and by the way, it's also fine to be stuck on the help desk. Don't feel bad. Like, man, Chuck's putting the pressure on me now. I need to get off the help desk. No. If you are happy doing that, if it's making enough for your family, if it's scratching that IT itch, if you're having a good time, dude, stay there. But if you're finding that you're dissatisfied, move on. That was me. Like I reached that point and I'm like, I see the system admins, I see the network admins. I want to do more. I have to do more. I'm ambitious, and that's probably a lot of you too. So how do you get off the help desk? I think the best thing you can do right now, I mean, there's a variety of things you can do. All the things I talk about on my channel all the time. Get more certifications. Work hard, of course. It's a no-brainer. But I think the best thing you can do is clearly communicate your goals with the people that are over you, your managers. Do that. The best way to move up is to move up within your company. And if you identify with your direct supervisor, say, hey, supervisor, manager, whoever they are, I have ambitions to move up. So can you help me? Like, can we put a plan together to identify a path for me to move up? That's the best way to do it right now. That's what I would say. Now, I'm totally aware that your job may not have that path available. Like, it's just not there. There's no clear path to do it. That's rare, because I think a lot of companies, like, again, I've said this a million times. I always, when I needed someone to like come under me as a junior network admin or whatever, I always looked to the help desk first. I looked over there and said, hey, which one of these suckers has some ambition? Which one of them wants to learn more? When they bring, like, so, you know, how a help desk normally works is you work tickets and you complete the things you know how to do. And if you don't know how to do something, what do? You escalate the ticket to the next tier. And my early career, when I was a network engineer there, it was kind of a two-tier system. We had our help desk, and if they could not fix an issue, they would just bring it to me if it was a network issue. So if they came over and they're just like, if they just dropped the ticket off my desk, hey, here, it's yours, fix it. I'd be like, you know what? they don't care. They're on my blacklist of not getting anywhere to promotion at all. But if they walked over and said, hey, help me figure this out. Can I sit down with you and like see what you're doing? I want to know for next time. I want to be able to troubleshoot this. Bam, you're on my short list. You're awesome. I want to help you out. So you want to be that person. You want to be vocal with the higher ups, with the network admins, system admins, whatever you want to be. Talk with them, hang out with them, identify with them. That will be the best thing you can do. Now, of course, study, certifications, always be applying at jobs, practice your interview skills. There's all those things, but I think the best thing you can do right now, if you're currently on a help desk, is, dude, start kissing some butt. Like, there's no other way to say it, but like, yeah, like, I mean, you don't have to like kiss butt, like be a loser about it, but yeah, schmooze some higher ups. Do that. Become likable. Like, honestly, people promote people they like. Like, that's just human nature. If they like you, they're gonna want you to become part of their team. So, and that's impossible if they don't know you. That's just human nature. So hack human nature. That's what I would say. Oh, all these super chats. You guys are awesome. Let me pull up my screen so I can find some of you guys real quick. But yeah, that was a freaking great question. But how many of you, I'm curious, is your dream job actually help desk? Like, are you like completely satisfied with where you're at, or that's like what your end goal what it is? Like, I'm curious. Now the other, I do need to kind of address this. Let me go to my desktops here. I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. So the other, when the second place of my channel was security engineer. So hacking, and then security engineer. And that's interesting. So clearly, most of you are here for the hacking, and right along with that is security engineer, which obviously a lot of why can't I think of the word right now? I just worked out, so I'm kind of tired. A lot of overlap on topics there. And then, of course, third will be network engineer, but it's a distant third, right? Like, it's really far behind the primary. So I'm curious, guys, what do you want me to create? Now, I obviously that tells me, but like here with me on the live stream, what do you want me to do? Is it hacking? It's just a mix of everything. Like that's kind of how I feel. That's the direction I feel I should go. Is dig deeper into hacking, because hacking is really cool. Like, it is fun. The deeper I go into it, the more fun I have. However, there's also other stuff I still love: servers, switches, routers, Raspberry Pis. The DevOps is really cool. The cloud is amazing. I want to make sure I'm hitting all of that. And of course, yes, before any of you stink and say it, I know CCNA. In fact, the video I'm releasing tomorrow is CCNA. It's a fun one, so be looking for it. And shut up, it's coming. Let me pull up the super chats real quick. And I hope you know that when I say shut up, I'm totally joking. I'm just ribbing my people here. All right, I have to pull up another screen to pull everything up here. And where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, Tanner Wood just got their dream job, which is awesome, as a CTO, a Chief Technology Officer. So I'm curious, like, what was your path to get there? That's amazing. And I'm curious, do you like it? Because that's often, and more often than not, a more of a managerial role, more of an oversight role, not really getting in the weeds of doing things. So I'm curious. Nick Razes. Let me find you real quick. Are the core level switches, the campus level big ones, typically using running free software that comes pre-installed, or an Active Directory server? So you're asking about core level switches running a free software that comes pre-installed. So typically when you're talking, so I feel like you're asking about a server and a switch at the same time here. Typically your core level switches will have a pre-installed OS like Cisco iOS, Juniper, is it JunoOS? Yeah, Junos, or any of the other vendors. But yeah, they typically have pre-installed OS that you will spend time learning how to use. As far as now, are you asking also about the new Catalyst switches that have like onboard, like they basically have onboard server architecture? You can run Docker containers on them. You can do that kind of stuff. That's more for like edge devices. And then your core servers, they're not like called core servers, they're servers. Yeah, they're going to be running. They usually won't be running free software. Most companies run Windows as their like Active Directory servers, as their domain controllers. Most companies. Now, it's not all companies. I understand. There's a big audience out there who loves Linux, but that's the benefit of learning Windows, because every company actually uses Windows. Hope that answered your question. I think it did. Thoughtful Moments podcast. Sounds fun. And after this super chat, I'll answer a few from the. Oh my gosh. Is that $100 super chat? You're crazy. Thank you. You're crazy. They said mine is, dude, thank you. Mine is cybersecurity analyst. I have been struggling with the CE encryption specialist exam. 3rd time failed. Advice on studying well. Thank you for all you do. So on my list this year is to document my study process really well, and also change my study process, because honestly, it's not perfect. It's not. As I'm going through, I guess I should tell you now. I did live stream this morning on Twitch. So if you don't follow me on Twitch, check it out, twitch.tv/NetworkChuck. I'm again now starting to stream every morning, and I'm documenting my study process. And the 17% of you who voted for network engineer are going to be happy. I'm doing my CCNP again. Yeah, I know. A lot of you wanted it, and I'm doing it. Don't worry. A lot of reasons for doing my CCNP. The big one is that it's freaking annoying. I want to do it. I've been working on it for probably 6 years now, and it's stupid. So I just want to punch it in the face. That's what I want to do. So, just swallow a fly. I think I swallowed a fly. I need some water. I'll answer your question, though. Thoughtful moments. I do a lot of tangents. That's fine. Golly. Anyways, yeah, CCNP, I'm violating one of my rules. Not really, though. One thing I tell you is that when you start a certification, when you start down a path of changing your life, really, because getting into IT, choosing a path, getting a certification, it's not easy. It's freaking hard. So count that cost before you go. And right at the beginning, as you're like getting all the certification resources, getting on the live stream here, you're like super pumped, like, yes, certification, I'm going to make like a ton of money. I'm so excited. That wears off. Like tomorrow, when you wake up in the morning to study, your motivation might be like down. Like it's not always high. So you have to have something that is there to get you going even when you don't want to do it. And that's your why. Is your why big enough? So for me, my CCNP, my why like shrunk to nothing. So I posted a poll on YouTube, maybe. Did I put it? I'm not sure on YouTube, but I did it on Twitter for sure. I'm like, should I get my CCNP or should I just drop it and start focusing on hacking certifications, which is what I want to do? A lot of you said do CCNP. I think that won actually. And my why has shifted from like I want to do it and it's going to help my career and it's going to be good for my content on my channel. It shifted from that to like just being an example for you guys to like stick with something and to do it even when I hate it. The thing I'm struggling with the most is wireless and I hate it. I want to punch it in the face, but I have to do it. So I scheduled my exam for March 22nd at 9 a.m. So yeah, join me on Twitch tomorrow. I'm not sure what time I'm going to be on. That's what I'm doing. Anyways, the thoughtful moments to answer your question. Advice on studying well. Again, I'm gonna try and document that process. I've actually got a new tool I'm using called Notion, which I'm gonna make a video about that soon to help me document my process to kind of help me study with more focus. So you've failed 3 times. The CE encryption specialist. I'm not even sure what that is. I'm gonna look it up. CE encryption. Oh, the EC Council. Okay. ECES. Looks intense. Failed it 3 times. What I want to tell you is probably stuff you already know, to be honest. Like, just identify areas you're weak in and double down on those. Don't waste your time going through every topic again, starting from scratch. Just like look at your exam results. I've never taken a CEH certification. Or an EC Council certification, but I'm sure it's similar in that it identifies the domains that you're weak in. Double down on that stuff. Like, do that. The other thing I would do, like, if this is your 3rd time, or this will be your 4th time taking it, right? You've already failed it 3 times. I would be transparent and reach out for help in the community. Like, jump into my Discord server or someone else's, I don't care, and ask for a mentor. Like, do that. Get someone to help you who's been there, who's done that, so who's passed it. So if you're watching this right now and you passed this exam, help Thoughtful Moments podcast out. Get in touch. Get on my Discord and find someone. That will be super helpful because I understand, like, 3rd time failed. I've been close to that before, and that sucks. Sometimes it takes a moment just to sit back and ask for help from someone who's been there, done that, and knows the path you're walking. So that's what I would do. And good luck. And again, I'm going to try and it might even be a course I'll create this year of just how do you study well? Because anybody can study and you can just go at it and start memorizing stuff, but you want to maximize your time because we're all busy, right? Like, we got stuff going on. Let's maximize our time. And I'm just going to pull some random chats from out of nowhere here. And thanks again, Thoughtful Moments Podcast. You're insane. Jaden says, people say when you know how to protect, you know how to attack. That's partly true. But attacking is different, though. I think, I half agree with you because learning how to, like, I can defend. I know how to set up a firewall and security and all that. Attacking it and finding all the loopholes is a different mentality, a different mindset. By the way, this is what I'm playing with right here. I tend to like just mess with stuff when I'm talking. This is a copper wire from an Ethernet cable. You'll see soon. LAN party host would be a dream job, says what is that 88? That would be fun. Now, I'll have you know, another video coming soon. I keep saying this. It's already been recorded and everything, but I built 2 gaming PCs with my daughters. Even with the GPU shortage right now, they're awesome. We've been having a blast. We've actually been doing a LAN party, or having Halo LAN parties. It's been so fun. They actually love Halo, which I'm really glad about. Who wants to see NetworkChuck? Copy and paste if you do. He's downstairs somewhere. Like, he's an old man now. He's just sleeping somewhere. He's like 11 years old. Bulldog says, just landed my first job after uni. Going to be a pen tester and cannot wait to start. That sounds awesome. Like, I'm still new to the hacking landscape, but from what I can tell, it's only increasing in value. And yeah, I know saying hacker again is a buzzword, but becoming a pen tester or a blue teamer or whatever you want to call yourself, you're a hacker. Like, that's what you are. It's what you're doing, even if it does have a weird connotation. And it might not be like on the job boards, like, hey, we need a hacker. They're not going to ask for a hacker. They're going to ask for a pen tester, and that's fine. But I think on YouTube and the communities, I think it's more fun and more beneficial, and definitely better for the younger crowd to attract them to real IT stuff, to call it hacking, get them in, and get them to start learning really what it means to become a hacker. However, my point with that, where was it going with that? Oh yeah, I think pen testing is becoming more and more popular just because obviously hacking isn't going away, or bad hackers aren't going away. We're seeing a ton of stuff come out, like that SolarWinds hack. Holy crap, was the biggest hack in history, I think people are saying, like in a long time, at least. Crazy stuff. And that affected so many things. It's not going away. It's getting worse. And we need people. We need people. All right, anyways. Super chat time. Let me pull it up. Yair Mesh. I apologize if I butcher your name. Let's see here. Thank you for the super chat. $50. You're crazy. Thank you. I think that's 50. Or no, that's 50 something. I'm not sure what that is. But thank you anyway. Tango. Oh, it's obviously pesos because you're speaking Spanish. Time for Google Translate. Let me see here. Is it going to work for me? Come on, Google Translate. Work for me. I have GPEN and GPYC, so all JIAC certifications. I'm afraid of not doing correctly what being a pen tester involves. What do you recommend? Greetings from Mexico. So I would say, first of all, talk with real pen testers. Like, it's going to be the same answer I gave Thoughtful Moments podcast earlier. Like, the best thing you can do is get involved in a community that has real hackers in it, real pen testers, and find out what they did to get to where they are and what they recommend for you to do. Because you're asking me a question where I know little about you and your path. You have to fit your question into like a word count, and I get that. It's hard to do. So what I would say is, get involved in community and let someone like spill your guts. Tell them what you're going through, what your struggles are, and they can help you out with that. Now, just reading from your question, it sounds like you've got a great certification in the GPEN and GPYC. Let me see what that is. Getting lost in acronym hell again. It brought up a Grosse Pointe Yacht Club. Let me see. Pen testing. Oh, cool. Certified. It's a JIAC Python coder certification. That's actually kind of lit. I think I talked about that with John Hammond for a bit. So it sounds like you're doing the right stuff. I'm just curious, are you struggling with finding a job? Are you struggling with that, or are you just nervous about what path or what certification to pick next? I personally think you have enough to like get going. Like, go for it. Apply at jobs. Start getting certification. Get on Try Hack Me, Hack the Box, whatever it is. Anyways, I hope it answered your question there. A Wild Turtle says, what can I do at 16 years old to improve my knowledge in networking? Put your buy Cisco equipment off of eBay and convert your house to a Cisco network and run it like an enterprise. It's the best thing you can do right now at 16 years old. It's not expensive. It could be a birthday present. It could be a Christmas gift, whatever. Ask your parents to get you some Cisco equipment and go for it. Have fun. Put a home lab in there and just go crazy. The alternative would be to download CML2 or GNS3. Go crazy with that. That's virtualized networking. Just start doing it. And the best thing you can do, if you're not already CCNA certified, get your CCNA. 16 years old, not too early at all. CCNA will give you what you need to understand networking and give you practical skills to actually start using it, start doing stuff. So that's what I would do. No doubt. And man, ask anyone. Having deep technical knowledge in networking will help you in any path in IT, any path at all. You want to become a hacker? Dude, knowing networking will make you awesome. Cloud? Awesome. If you want to become a coder, why can't I think of words today? A developer. Knowing networking will make you awesome. Everything, just learn networking. That should be the title of the stream. Learn networking. More Cisco. What's going on, Meow? Y'all tell him I mentioned him. Let's see, Zach Copley. Did I already answer your question? Oh no, you put another one up. Let me throw you up real quick. There it is. Okay, first of all, he put a super chat in there, said, thoughts on Cisco's new micro switches. My thoughts are, what are those? Let's go look those up. Cisco micro switches. I think I saw something about that. Let's see. Cisco Catalyst micro switch series. It's making me log into Cisco. Is it like a secret thing? Why is it making me log in? Let's check it out. Let's learn about this. They are adorable. Let me put it up on the screen. Wait, come here. All right, look at these things. They're super cute. Look at that. So what do? What's the big story here? So they're just little bite-sized. They look like. I had a switch in here earlier. Where did it go? Hold on. I'm gonna grab my switch. Ignore my jorts. Yeah, I've got a 48 port beauty right here, and that's just like a micro version of this. It's cute. You can put it in your pocket. It's amazing. I really want one now. I want Cisco to send me one of those, or a bunch of them. I want to collect them all. Those are freaking adorable. No, you can't help me right now, Cisco. What's the benefit? So what do they do? So they're enterprise class security management reliability for smart buildings and fiber to office networks, which, okay, for delivering copper or fiber connectivity directly to the end device. So they're edge devices for sure. Interesting. That is neat. What are they cooking inside? PoE? Oh, those are cool. Okay, okay. I've got to get back to the stream. That's cool. Thanks for checking hitting that my way. That's really neat. Oh, and you had another question here. So you got a pretty crazy path. So Zach saying, I think it's getting Zach for the super chat. CCNA to A+. Well, that's a weird path, honestly. I'm assuming you haven't accomplished any of these yet. So you're going CCNA, then A+, then Network Plus, then Security Plus. So let's stop there for a second. I would argue that if you have your CCNA, that eliminates the need to get your A+ or your Network Plus. Period. Getting your A+ at this point is beneficial to help you get on a help desk. And it's a great starting cert because it gives you a great foundation into IT. Like if you're new to IT or you're like I've always dabbled, I like doing stuff, then getting an A+ will like give you a good feeling of what IT is like. But I would never say to someone that already has their CCNA, I would never tell them to get their A+, because CCNA is like up here, Why would you go back down here to get a certification when you already have a higher certification that will get you a help desk job? No problem. So I would rearrange that possibly. So I don't know where you're at, but maybe you're not ready for CCNA. So A plus, Network plus, possibly CCNA, Security plus, Linux plus. I mean, those are all great. Like I've taken all of these. I've had all of these at one point in my career, and that's the first three I would rearrange, just depending on where you're at. CWNP, that's the wireless one, right? How dare you talk about wireless around my stream? That's a world-class wireless certification. So if you're one of those weird freaks that loves wireless, then more power to you. I'm just kidding, but seriously. But you do have a weird mix of certifications. So you go wireless, so certified wireless network professional, and then you go AWS cloud practitioner. Interesting. Why? I'm assuming that you have a particular job in mind. Maybe a job's like saying, hey, I want these skills. That's a random skill path after Linux plus. Now, if you want the CWNP, that's good. Like that's a hard certification from what I understand. Become a wireless engineer. Go crazy. Interesting. So if from what I see, you're wanting to get some good skills, a good solid understanding of general IT. You're focusing, you're specializing in wireless, and you want to learn some AWS on top of that because there's wireless controllers are going to be put in AWS. The cloud is going to be managing a lot of stuff now. I think beyond that is good. I'm curious about what your actual path is though. What you want to become. What's your dream job? So, interesting question though. Really interesting. Oh, that was you're the network architect guy. Again, I'm curious what your motivations are because network architect is a very specific goal. And I would maybe look at seeing if you like network engineering first, admin, engineer, maybe get into a senior network role, and then architect comes way after that. It's more about time served than actual knowledge. Luciano, I love that name. I'll look at one more super chat and then I'll check the regular chat. My dream job is to work for AWS as a network development engineer, but I feel it might be too late for me. I'm 30. Heck no, it's not too late. Are you kidding me? You're young, freaking young. 30? I'm 31, and don't you even tell me I'm old. I still have time to change my career 4 more times. That's the way I see it. Like I'm going to constantly evolve and change. You got plenty of time. You could become an AWS network development engineer, and I don't know, depending on what your life's like now. In 2 years, do that for 5 years, and then change it again. Become a doctor after that. I don't care. You're young. That's the moral of what I'm saying. Plenty of time. I know I had what's his face, Cisco Panther. Yeah, that's what he's doing, and it's amazing, right? Oh, no, he's a network engineer for AWS, but they still do network development kind of stuff. So yeah, like that's a cool job. Like that'd be amazing. And heck no, it's not too late. Seriously, like you can change your life in a year in IT. Like oh God, do it right now. That's awesome. But thank you for the super chat. And yeah, like for me, like right now, I don't know, like I didn't know much about hacking when I first started getting into it. I was 30. I decided just like I'm going to switch from network engineering and more like IT to hacking. I'm just going to do it, and that's what I'm doing. Do it. Never too old, never too young. Unless you're like my daughters, if they can't read, that's the only thing. Cameron Kaligi. Oh, I was going to look at the regular chat real quick. You guys are killing me with all the super chats. Thank you. It's good to be back, though. I missed you guys so much. Netacote says, my dream job is to become a maid. That's fine. You know what? I often sometimes fantasize about a simple job where it doesn't require a lot of stress and mental stress. I totally get that. Oh, Zenith, great question. What's the /24 after the up address or IP address in an nmap scan. The /24 indicates the subnet mask. It's telling you how many IP addresses it's going to scan. /24, it means it's going to scan that. It means it's the size of the subnet you're dealing with. It means it's going to scan 254 addresses in that particular subnet mask. It basically means, so if you have 192.168.1.0 and it's /24, it means it's going to scan 192.168.1.0 through 192.168.1.254, right? Yeah, because 55 would be the broadcast. My brain isn't working right now, so correct me if I'm wrong. That's what that means. We can get into CIDR notation and subnets or subnetting and all that, but that's the most common subnet mask you'll see in private networks and a lot of company networks, and that's what it means. It's going to scan that entire subnet, basically any number in that last octet at that last dot. Great question. I love going back to the basics and explaining things. If you can't explain the basics, then go back and learn it. Golden Knight says, I'm a hacker. Well, then help us out. Mr. B Hack says, what do I think about the Perseverance rover? Honestly, I haven't seen much about it. So I live in Texas, Dallas, Texas, and if you've been watching the news, we just recovered from historically low freezing temperatures. Like, we've never had anything like this before, ever. And so last week, my brother came. I was one of the lucky few who actually had power. My pipes didn't freeze, so I was really blessed because of that. But we had rolling outages. A lot of people in Texas really had some serious problems. So it was an interesting week. So yeah, it was. I know the Mars rover happened, and my thoughts are it's cool. And I think it's using AI, right? Mars rover Perseverance. I know it's using AI and something like that. I saw Mark Rober. Is it ironic that his name is Mark Rober and he works on the Mars rover? It's very, very similar. I feel like he did that. He changed his name for sure. Love Mark Rober. Anyone else like Mark Rober? He's amazing. Yeah, Keith Barker. Dude, good to see Keith Barker in here. Man, I just now saw him show up. And I love it when he agrees with me because then I know I'm freaking right. Says, I agree, no need for plus and A plus if you have CCNA. Bam. This is just funny. Keith Barker turns me on. All right. We'll get back to the previous one, though. So yeah, Keith Barker concurs. So we can basically put that in the official record. That's the truth. Thanks for Keith for being here, man. It's good to see you. I haven't talked with you in forever. All right, time to get back to Super Chats. I told my wife I'd be so short in this stream, but I'm a liar. She just texted me, actually. She goes, honey, I'm dying because I'm supposed to go downstairs and make dinner. Honey, for watching this, I've got a few more Super Chats to go through. And by few, I mean a lot. So anyways, Cameron Kaligi. Let's throw you up real quick. I think my rule of thumb is to talk until I can't, until I go hoarse. Dream job. Get paid to find solutions to novel technical problems with smart people, ideally for a company or product manifesting a better future. I love that. That's amazing. That's a clear goal that I think you'll have no problem finding because there are so many companies doing just that. And honestly, most IT jobs can be that. Now, sure, you might be working for a terrible company that has terrible motives, and they might be doing something you don't morally agree with. But within your own realm, your IT department, you can help people, and that's really what IT is. It's helping people succeed, not just businesses. It's helping people, and within your immediate circle, you can encourage people, find solutions to the problems, help them. I love that. And to be honest, Cameron, great name by the way. I have a brother with that name. To be honest, I think most IT jobs are like that, if you have the right perspective. So to get paid to find solutions to novel technical problems with smart people. Yeah, I think any IT job can become that, and that's cool. Of course, there are jobs where it's not like that. I totally get that. But I'm just going to blindly assume that a lot are great. Brian Leto. Let's throw you up real quick. I want a job in cybersecurity, but have no experience, new to the channel. So, man, the best, now, and I'm sure people have said this every single year since the beginning of time, but now it has never been a better time to start in cybersecurity because of all the amazing tools out there. Holy crap. I mean, you can learn anything. Everything's within arm's reach, at your fingertips, really. Some of the coolest stuff you can start working out. Like, can I show you guys something real quick? Okay. A tangent that actually has something to do with what I'm talking about. I want to get logged in to Hack the Box. No, I don't want to sign up and solve the code again. I'm a huge fan of Hack the Box, and I will be doing stuff with them here soon. Let me show you something. Where'd it go? There's something so cool about this. Like, I was looking over some stuff and I found this. Why can't I find it right now? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. So here we are at Hack the Box. If you don't know what Hack the Box is, because you're new to cybersecurity, Brian, Hack the Box is a chance for you to actually legit hack real machines. Use hacking skills. And they give it to you to do that. A large portion of the website is completely free. They do have a paid version. It's amazing. It's amazing. So you get a chance to practice your skills. The coolest part, though, is that you can go over here to careers and look at job offers. What's amazing about this, first of all, it's just they have job offers that are, look at all these hacking jobs. It's amazing. I love seeing this. It makes me so excited. I'm like, man, I kind of want to get out of the YouTube game just to do one of these things, but I'll never do that. But it's just really cool that they have all these like penetration testing jobs and all that. And what's really neat, if you click on a few of these, so they want you to be a pro hacker. Minimum rank, pro hacker. What does that mean? It means like right now, I don't have a rank high enough to even apply for this job because I have to demonstrate my skill set on Hack the Box. Now that's kind of lit. I haven't seen that in an IT like realm ever, to be honest. What that means is that you can get in Hack the Box and basically create your own little like resume, your own little GitHub of just completing these boxes and demonstrating your hacking ability and doing write-ups, and that becomes your resume. And you rank up and you qualify to apply for jobs. They can actually see the box. I believe they can actually see the boxes you've worked on, the things you've accomplished. So I say all that to say, it's an amazing time to get into this. There are things like this that are so freaking cool that you can start with immediately. Like you can start right now. There's not, sure, it's going to be hard if you're fresh and new into cybersecurity and hacking, but you can start right now and it's free. In fact, you have to hack your way into getting a membership to logging in. Super cool. So try it out. But beyond that, get some certifications. I love certifications because they design a great path for you to get a well-rounded understanding of a particular subject. It's not just like, hey, I want to learn about SQL injections and like just blindly going at whatever keeps your interest. No, certification paths help you become well-rounded. It shows you the interesting stuff and also maybe the boring stuff you might have skipped, but it's like eating your vegetables. It's essential to becoming a hacker. So yeah, I would start using things like this. Look at a certification path. Cybersecurity, you want to get your basics down. So if you're like new to IT in general, like networking and computers, you want to go with the basic certs first. Look at some CompTIA certs like A+, Network Plus, jump into Cisco, CCNA, and then look at more of these specific hacking certs that'll use those skills you learn, and then they can be applied to hacking. So like the EJPT, the penetration or the Pen Tester Plus, and then moving up into the higher ones like OSCP. I said a lot of things. Write it down, Google it, find it out, and then get involved in a good community. Seriously, like my Discord server, NetworkChuck, check it out. Guys, help them out if you want to post in the chat. People in there who can help you out. Seriously, that's the best thing you can do for yourself is get involved in community, identify people who can come alongside you and get you going. And you know what? Show up with me on Twitch in the mornings. I am going to be studying for my CCNP every morning to just show that thing who's freaking boss. But I'm also going to sprinkle in, maybe one day I'll be like, you know what, CCNP is dumb today. I'm going to do something for my penetration test or Pen Tester Plus, which is like going to be my first hacking certification. So I'm talking really fast right now. It's okay. Anyways, thank you, Brian, for the super chat, and I hope I answered your question. Okay, here we go. Someone said good morning. Arenda. It's so weird that it's morning for you, but I totally understand that. That's so cool. Is Chuck talking about Hack the Box? Mr. Underdog, I was talking about Hack the Box. Hack the Box and things like Try Hack Me are amazing. How important? So 9R is asking how important is hacking, etc., for front end developers? Not important at all. Beyond understanding basic security. Now, my last video was on this very topic, how developers are the reason that the majority of hacks happen. Now, I know that can be debated, but most attackers are attacking the application itself, the code, and who writes the code? Developers. And that's where some of the insecurities are. They really don't teach secure coding in universities. They don't teach that. So for you, 9R, I wouldn't say that you need to learn how to hack, but understanding security and what secure coding looks like and should be, using tools like GitLab that can actually have some security analyzation built into your coding process, helpful. But yeah, as a front-end dev, I would focus on just becoming an awesome front-end dev, to be honest. And that could involve learning secure coding. Everardo, thank you for the super chat. Let's throw you up real quick. Says, just started a sysadmin position at the New York Times. That's cool. After being in Geek Squad for years. All thanks to your encouraging videos. That's so cool. Thank you for telling me that, sincerely. Like that gets me up in the morning. That's so cool. So New York Times. I would love to hear about that. Seriously, like, get in the Discord and try to hit me up. Get in touch with my my mods, and they'll get a message to me. I would love to talk with you about that. That sounds really cool, if you're open to it. Yeah, being on Geek Squad for years, which again, that's Geek Squad is, if you don't know what that is, because I realize we have a global audience. Best Buy is like one of our most popular electronic stores in America. It's where we get our MacBooks and basic PC stuff and like that. They have a thing called Geek Squad, which is like their IT support center. If you want to buy something, you can get support and you can take it there. They'll fix it for you. So it's easy to get like stuck on that job. I did the same thing for I never worked at Geek Squad, but I worked at Staples. Staples had their Easy Tech desk to compete with Best Buy, and it's a fun thing. But it's easy to get stuck because you can make a lot more money somewhere else. So that's cool, man. Really cool. Congrats. If someone spams, I will. I said spam port in the brain. You spam, you're out of here. You're out of here. Guys, killing me with all super chats. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you. Where'd I leave off? All right, my wife's not eating tonight, and it's all your fault. I'm still like not to the bottom yet. Oh, there it is. Okay. Pablo, I saw a super chat, but I didn't see anything chatted. Let me find you real quick. So Pablo was studying computer engineering. What would be the first step to become a penetration tester? I'm kind of lost. Love you from Mexico. So super cool. Love from America. Love from Texas. So you're studying computer engineering. What would be the first step to becoming a penetration tester? I would, again, certifications are some of the best things. Now, I will say this, though. You don't have to do a certification. I would, something like Try Hack Me. Go for that. Tryhackme.com. They offer really great, a ton of free resources just to like start hacking immediately and start learning skills and they'll help you, like you'll learn real quick where you might lack skills. Some of the skills you need for hacking are understanding like Linux, so Bash scripting. You want to have a good scripting language under your belt as well, so Python. Bash could be enough, but learning Python, something like that, and the understanding networking, I think, would be a good base, because then you can evolve from that. You can really focus on Windows. You can really go hardcore with Linux vulnerabilities. Like there's all kinds of stuff. That's where I would start. Is go somewhere like Try Hack Me and just start doing. Like if you're like me at all, you just need to start doing something. I hate starting something where it's like, okay, now let's read about what you're about to do. Let's read it some more and let's memorize some facts and figures. No, I want to like get in somewhere and start breaking it and go, wow, that didn't work. Why? Let me read something about it. Oh, okay, let me try that. Bam, it worked. Light bulb. I'm excited. This is amazing. So you want to have that experience. Once you have those experiences, you're good. You can go home. Jorge or George Ruiz? Let me pull you up real quick. So Chuck, now that Microsoft is retiring the MTA certs, do you still think it's worth taking them? I was studying for MTA network. Should I move to Azure Fundamentals? So I'll tell you the same thing I told people when the Cisco certifications were being retired. We had about like a year and a half notice, something like that, and a lot of things that we hold dear to our hearts were going away and being replaced. What I will say is that if you're already studying for something, keep going at it, because all the certifications, like all the MTAs, like in case you guys don't know what's going on, Microsoft is retiring a lot of their MTA, their Microsoft Technology Associate certifications, in favor of something new. I haven't researched it too much. But here's the thing. It's not like simultaneously all the HR departments in the world are going to suddenly change their job postings and go, oh, we can't ask for MTA. We're going to have to ask for all these new certifications, all the Azure fundamental certifications. No. They're still going to look for those technologies, because guess what? Not every company is full Azure. Not every company is doing everything new. Sometimes they just want a solid MCSE. They want a solid MTA, whatever, in networking or Windows 10. Do they still have that? I don't know. But they want that. That's still... So I'll give you the advice I give everyone when they ask about a certification. Take that certification, go to a job board, Indeed, LinkedIn, wherever, and see if companies are looking for that. If you see that a lot of companies are looking for the MTA you're studying for, keep going. Keep going, because it's still going to be valuable. It still will be valuable. It'll be a valid certification for, I think it's, a year or 2 years now? They've shortened it significantly. That's all certification's about, is getting that job, right? Obviously, there's the added benefit of knowledge, but it does help you become recognized and get that next job. And yeah, companies will still be looking for MTAs for the time being anyway. Yeah, sure, after 5 years, they'll catch on, they'll stop looking for it because they're not valid anymore. They're not associated with any current technology. But right now, there's still things in use. I mean, people use Windows XP forever. So that's my 2 cents on that. Now, I say all that to say that, yeah, you should definitely get Azure after that, though. So Azure's not going anywhere. It's the thing. So Azure Fundamentals, get that. AZ900, AZ104. It's a fun ride. I created training for that on CBT Nuggets. So yeah, it's fun. Epic Games, good to see you again. Let me pull you up real quick. Thank you for the super chat. So I've been a NOC technician for 2 years with a CCNA. I feel my job wants me to stay at my current level. Any guidance to take me on the next step? I went to a technical school, no college. Hey, you're in good company. No college right here. I can tell you this. If I have anything to say about it, my kids will not be going to college. I'm going to make sure of that. They're going to get all the education they need right here at home. They're going to become hackers working for me. Anyways, so you've been a NOC technician for 2 years. You feel your company doesn't want to give you any support to move up. What do? You move. Move companies. It's not easy. It's scary. But if you have talk with your supervisors, you talk with your managers, and it's very clear, like they've made it abundantly clear that there's no upward mobility, there's no path. They just want you to stay where you are because you're good at what you do, and they like that. They don't care about your success as far as moving up. Then yeah, I would move. That's a clear. It tells you more about the company than anything else will. So find a company that will value your ambition and your current skill set. That's what I would do. Again, terrifying. Moving, like it's really hard. Like especially 2 years at a job, you become familiar with the processes. You become familiar with your daily job, the people you work with. You might feel confident in your tasks, and the thought of moving to another company, it brings up a lot of feelings like imposter syndrome. Like, hey, I might know how to do my job now, but can I take those same skills I learned and take it to a new job? The answer is yes. Yes, you can, because I've done it a million times. I've had those same fears. You can do it. So I would move, but only after you've actually have a conversation, schedule a meeting with your immediate supervisor, and just say, hey, here's what I want to do, and is there a path for me? Now, don't give an ultimatum like, give me a promotion or I'm leaving. Don't do that. Don't jeopardize your job. Just say, hey, I'm ambitious. I kind of want to move up. I'm loving networking. I want to maybe get my CCNP and move up into a higher role. Is there a path for me? I'm just curious. Come in just kind of inquisitive. Don't give anything away like this guy's a flight risk. You want to be flagged as that. Got to be careful, but yeah, that's what I would do. Kellen Rivers. I like this. I can get behind this. So honestly, I don't come to this channel for education. I come here for inspiration. I love the channel. I appreciate that. I do try to make my channel educational as much as possible. 'Cause I love teaching. I really, really do. It's like that's become my dream job. I didn't initially want, so that's kind of getting back to the title of the stream. My initial dream job was definitely not teaching, but now it's what I do, and I love it. So your dreams will change. But I love that you can come here for inspiration, and I'm hoping that's 90% of what anyone gets in this channel. Because you can go somewhere else and learn anything. Like if I can inspire you to crack open that book and go lab something like after the stream, I've done my job. Like that's all I care about. I can teach you something, but I want you to leave inspired. That's the whole goal of this channel. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, let's see. More super chats. I've got to speed around this because my wife is gonna kill me. Here we go. Thank you, Mike Morey, for the super chat. Let me pull it up. I'm learning Python. I would really like to become a game dev. I'm in school too, which is tough work, but sometimes it's hard to pick. So I'm guessing hard to pick. So I would wonder. Let me see what your other question was. So you're in school for your computer science degree. You're learning Python at the moment. I'm assuming you're learning that through your degree, or maybe it's on the side. Or is it cybersecurity? I don't know. It could be both. It's hard to pick. I mean, the beautiful part is you've got time. So people feel so rushed. Like, oh, I've got to figure things out before I'm 30. I've got to figure things out before I'm 40, before I'm 50. You've got time. Try it. Try it. Have fun with it. You can become a game dev right now and have a great time, and then find out later that you don't like it. Or it doesn't matter. You're as long as you're learning and you're trying and you're striving, you're always going to win. Like always. Like you'll never lose. You lose when you stop. You lose when you let the frustrations beat you down. But as long as you keep moving, you're fine. So yeah, I hope that kind of addressed what you were saying. Cyber. Throw you up real quick. That pulled up a lot of keywords. let me copy some of your message here. It says, is the CEH hard? What's the pass rate? And I'm almost done. What's the pass rate? And my dream job is to own my own ethical hacking company. So is the CEH hard? I don't know. Honestly, I haven't taken it. From what I've heard, it's definitely not the most practical certification, but it's I think it has its own difficulty. I think it's difficult in its own way. As far as how good is it for your job, it's going to look good on a resume, sure. Is it the best certification to pick from? I would say no. I think the Pentest Plus is probably better as far as price and barrier to entry. That's what I would say. Like I think there's really cool certifications that everyone I've talked to are super excited about. Pentest Plus, EJPT, OSCP. I think those have more weight in the industry right now. And the CEH is super expensive, and goodness gracious, I don't know. That's why I've kind of abandoned it. But cool goal to own your own ethical hacking company. I mean, the Cyber Mentor, you guys seen him on the channel. He has his own YouTube channel. Go check him out. That's what he did. He went from accounting to working for a pen test company. Now he has his own pen test company. So totally possible, totally doable. That's amazing. Let's see. Nadir. Let me throw you up, Nadir. And thanks again, guys, for being here with me tonight. I haven't done this in a while. It feels awesome to get back on here. Let's see. Thank you, Nadir, for the super chat. Currently working in T-Mobile as a sales associate in Richardson, Texas. I used to live very close to Richardson. I worked in Richardson for a couple of years. Trying to figure out if I should go all out and study every day for the CCNA or veer toward the cloud. Either way, I probably should go get a job in help desk. Yes. So I love your question. First of all, cool job. I'm a T-Mobile customer, and that's really, I hope you get a discount. But should I go all out and study every day for the CCNA or veer toward cloud? CCNA. When you learn the cloud, I tell people this a lot, and this is kind of a misnomer with the cloud. The cloud is similar to hacking in that it's applying technologies on-prem and the clouds. It's basically just applying technologies that you learn on-prem to someone else's data center with a different set of tools. So you need to understand networking, system administration, Linux that you would normally do on-prem, you need to have all that knowledge. Or not all of it, but you need to have that. You need to bring that into the cloud. You can't just go to the cloud expecting to learn everything. Like, you can't go to AWS certifications or Azure certification and going, yeah, I'm just going to become a cloud engineer. No. They're teaching you the cloud technologies, assuming you have those underlying skills. So, yeah, get your CCNA. That will take you far. Within the new CCNA, they cover so many things that will help you become a cloud engineer. They cover a lot of developer stuff, 10% of the exam now. They cover a little bit of virtualization. I think a little taste of cloud security. So it's a well-rounded exam that'll give you some great stuff. And networking is the backbone. You got to learn it. And go for it. Go crazy, CCNA. It will only help you, I promise you. Keith Barker giving that super sticker earlier. Thank you, Keith. Again, always good to see you, man. Joe Bob. Throw you up. My dream is to be a full-time teacher by day and a high IT cybersecurity pen tester by night. Any ideas on a job that complements one in the teaching profession? It depends on what you're teaching. If you're going to teach cybersecurity, then bam. My assumption is that you don't care what you're teaching, maybe, or it's hard to say like, oh, he's going to be an English teacher, but he's just a hacker by night, which is actually kind of amazing. But yeah, like I'm a big believer in like learning complementary skills. So like I try not to learn something totally different in my study schedule apart from what I'm doing on my YouTube channel. It has to go hand in hand to save me time. So if I'm making hacking content, I want to make sure I'm studying hacking. If I'm making networking content, I want to make sure I'm studying CCNP, not to waste my time. So yeah, that could be really cool. Becoming a hacker and doing it by night and letting that bleed into your teaching job where you're teaching maybe hacking in a high school or a college, dude, that'd be amazing. I hope that's kind of addressing what you're saying. Yeah, but yeah, you can like, what's cool about hacking, I mean, there's typical pen testing, which is a normal kind of job. What was that? A normal kind of job. There's also bug bounties, which is a whole other world, which you can do at any time. No matter how old you are, you don't have to apply for a job or anything. You just get on HackerOne or the other ones and just go for it. Learn and do it. That's another way you could do it. It's kind of like freelance hacking. Another super chat from Joe Bob. Hey Chuck, love the channel. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm fairly new, but have learned so much. Learning Linux through my Oracle VM. Yeah, and I'm loving the journey. Thanks to you. I'm so glad to hear that. If I can motivate you guys to get in there and just start playing around with stuff, that's my goal with the channel. If you haven't noticed, is like I don't need to take you guys too deep. Like I don't need to make a full CCNP course for you here on YouTube. That'd be fun, right? Like, and we'd all have a good time. But I think that most people need help in the beginning, just getting excited about it, getting a taste. Because like for me, goodness gracious, I know it's certainly different now, but when I was going through high school and stuff, I didn't know this world existed. I had no idea. It might just been the school I was going to and the people I hung out with or whatever, but I didn't know this was a path. Hacking and IT and networking and all that, a mystery to me. So I'm trying to make it more accessible to people and as early as possible. That's the goal anyways. So thank you for that super chat. Oh, Mr. Davis said, focus on mathematics. You'll never go wrong if you want to combine with pen testing. Yeah, for sure. If you're good at math, it's definitely an asset in IT. Not required, but it can help you. I'm not good at math, in case you want to know. Thank you, JMac, for the super chat. It says, I recently laid off as a Linux administrator, and I have yet to get my RHCA or E certs. Would you recommend doing Red Hat certs or going the Amazon route? Great question. I'm going to default to my typical answer in that you should look at jobs in your area as you look at jobs. And by the way, that sucks that you got laid off. Like, I'm sorry about that. But the good news is it sounds like you have skills that, dude, you can translate anywhere. Holy crap. Like, you knowing Linux, you're awesome. Am I looking at the right camera? Make sure I'm doing that. Okay, cool. So the question of, do I go Red Hat certs, getting my RHCA and then RHCE, or Amazon? The beautiful part is that you will win either way, I think. I think Amazon actively looks for Linux admins who have those certifications. So both? Is that okay? I think both would be good, actually. So on Amazon, they often hire people that have specific skills in one area. Like they want to hire a Linux professional to come in and learn their platform and help their customers in that area. They want to hire network engineers to come in and help their customers. So yeah, I would say both, which I know is heavy. Like just saying both is like easy for me to say, right? That's a lot of work. But it sounds like you were already a Linux admin, so RHCSA or RHCA and E, definitely the A probably won't be a heavy lift for you. And then maybe go Amazon, get the associate certification after the A. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. And then get the E after that. That's what I would say. But again, that's just my recommendation off of what I've seen. Your job area where you are might be totally different, but you have a lot going for you already. You're solid. DeFury, good to see you. Welcome back. Good to see you. Look at that. I hope everyone is doing well considering the situation in Texas. Yeah, Texas is stupid, but amazing. I'm sorry, Texas, I said that. Probably gonna get another winter storm. Yes, so Texas was frozen last week. I live in Dallas, Texas, in case you guys don't know. And thankfully, I was one of the blessed ones that my power didn't go out very much. My pipes did not freeze. We had like 0 degree Fahrenheit weather, which I was on the stream this morning. Someone told me that was like negative 17 Celsius, which, yeah, Texas, we're not ready for that. But yeah, yesterday and today, it's been like shorts and t-shirt weather. We're outside playing. It doesn't make any sense. I just live here. Yeah, we're doing well at the Fury. Thank you. Pup Shepherd. It's kind of an epic name. Dream job? I work in school much better than in the previous corporate environment. I got to play with 1248 port PoE Unify Pro switches last week. 10 gig upgrade. That's awesome. I'm actually looking to do a 10 gig upgrade pretty soon. I want to start editing off a NAS, so I'm looking at that. I've always wanted to work in a school environment. I feel like those are such cool environments to work in. That's really cool. Let's see. and he put this earlier. I just want to talk about this. I learned so much more in my first year in my current job than at school and getting my AS degree. Domain admin in charge of the whole network. Tech support and network stuff. That's a cool place to be. Fun job, but super stressful. I know that. But it's fun. Definitely is fun. Being the boss of the whole domain, dude, super lit. It's amazing. Let's see. Aldefonso. Let me throw you up real quick. Dude, great channel. Currently in a field tech, but working on CCNA to try and land a networking job. I work with a variety of Cisco products at any given day, so much to learn. Appreciate the super chat. Yeah, there's a lot to learn, but you're already familiar with it. That's cool. You have passing familiarity. You're already doing some of the jobs, so you can actually put that in your resume as experience, and then just grow from there. But yeah, get that CCNA. You'll move up fast. Don't worry. Lucas Banda, throw you up real quick. Thank you, Lucas, for the super chat. He says, I stumbled upon this channel trying to learn about Cisco's switch that we use in our wind turbine security system. Everything you do is super cool. It sounds like everything you do is super cool. That sounds awesome. In our wind turbine security system. I don't even think about wind turbines having security systems, but I guess they would have to, right? That's amazing. But I appreciate the kind words. I try to do cool stuff that's interesting to make IT both accessible and also entertaining, exciting, because it is. You can make it. It can be boring, but I'm not going to settle for that crap. IT's awesome. We're going to make it awesome. Anyways, let me get off of that. Let me see. Super chat from Vix4. My wife just texted me crossbones because she's dead. She needs to eat. She's pregnant. To the guy from Mexico, he says, reach Accenture, MTY, CDMX. Accenture is a staffing agency, right? Yeah, reach out to them. Great advice. All right, I'm gonna have to end it soon, but I'm just gonna try until she yells at me again. Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost done. That's my little daughter looking through the hacking hole I have in my door. That's what I call it now. Kevin, Kylie, thank you for the super chat. He says, what are the tier 1 and 2 and 3 jobs for the network path compared to general IT tier 1, 2, and 3 jobs? And main distinction, missed the live streams. They're here. They're back. So what are the tier 1, 2, and 3? It depends. Companies have different needs. You'll normally find in a larger company with more siloed positions that you'll have tiered networking paths and jobs. They might start with like a basic like tier 1 network guy who's maybe a knock. And then tier 2, you handle escalations. Tier 3 will be more of like design and stuff like that. And that's kind of how it typically, like, they're all pretty much the same in like the severity of tickets you might handle. And then as you go higher up, you handle more design and projects versus dealing with issues and tickets and stuff down the tier. So tier 1, like, you're going to be interfacing. Huh. I'm almost done, okay? Tier 1, you'll be interfacing with more of the help desk. Like, you're the next level they kick networking tickets to, and just it goes up the chain. That's the main difference. Anyways, I gotta go quick. Derpy, let's throw you up. Thank you for the super chat, Derpy. Wanted to say that I love the channel. I wanted to see on getting your input on getting into DevOps. Currently, I have a massive love for CI/CD, like Kubernetes, Docker. Background as Linux sysadmin with a touch of AWS. Sounds like you're on a great path. You have a great background and jump right into that world. DevOps has been hot for a while and still is hot. Like, I'm telling you, can I tell you something right now? I'm working with a company right now. They want to sponsor a video simply to get the word out that they're hiring DevOps individuals because they're having a hard time finding them. The video I just made, my last video I made, the scripted video, is with a company that they have a hard time finding DevOps. And like, the company's called Boxboat. They cannot find DevOps professionals. They can't find them. They are really unicorns. Almost done, okay? So, yeah, if you want a career that it's not going anywhere anytime soon and you can pretty much write your ticket, DevOps. It's amazing. So, yeah, that's awesome. Go for it. Ricardo. Thank you, Ricardo, for the super chat. I have an interview on March 19th. Ooh. For a Cisco position. Any advice? I'm 25, currently have a CCNA, and have experience as a Linux sysadmin. My advice will be, first, I would just kind of like try to reach out to other admins, maybe in my Discord server, and ask them like what they've encountered, what questions they've been posed, and just kind of chat that out. I would look at the other positions in that company, see what, like, look at the job description you applied for. See what they're looking for, what technologies they listed. If they listed, yeah, we want you to have your CCNA, we want you to be able to work with Cisco DNA Center or a Cisco Catalyst 3560, that's an old switch. But like whatever technology it is, firepower, look it up. Learn a thing about it. Learn a thing or two. And my second piece of advice would be don't be afraid to admit you don't know something. And the third would be go in there showing your passion. Because sure, you might go in there, you might forget things, you might be nervous, but they can overlook all of that if you have a ton of passion and you demonstrate that you're like, I'm gonna come in and I don't care if I'm an idiot, I'm gonna come and learn this. I'm gonna come in and just kill this job. I'm gonna be amazing. I'll be your best employee, trust me. I'm gonna be awesome. Go in with that zeal and that passion and that fire. That'll come through more than any other rightly answered question, trust me. I would kill for a person like that when I was hiring people. Devin, thank you for the super chat. CCNA done. Oh, okay. This is your path. Okay, so CCNA done. RHCSA, EJPT, OSCP. Planning on RHCSA and EJPT this year. Dream job, something in offensive security, and wouldn't mind Linux syswork. Great path, seriously. So getting the Linux, I mean, you already have your network administration down pat with CCNA, getting Linux and then getting into EJPT and then OSCP. I love that. It's perfect. Awesome. And yeah, I love your path. If I were starting over, that might be one of the paths I would consider, honestly. I think I've only got a few super chats left because like they're literally about to break down my door. H. Shirley, new to IT. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. New to IT, studying for A+ right now. I'm 24 inch. I'm almost done. Be quiet. I'm 24 and trying to debate between network cloud engineering versus anything security. Any information that might could help me decide and narrow my path. The beautiful part is right now is that you don't have to. You can try both. Like you can spend maybe a week on networking and cloud and see if you like it, and spend a week on security and see if you like it. Just kind of dive into it. Go look up a certification, look at a certain exam topic and try it out. The other piece of advice, and that's just like a passion thing. The other piece of advice would be as far as jobs. Look at jobs in your area. Look how many jobs are available for each thing you're looking for. And if there's more for security, then that might be the best thing to do. If there's more for cloud and networking, then that might be the other better thing to do. So it really depends on what your personal interests are and what the job availability is in your area. Now, honestly, just taking the entire scope of how IT is, you can't go wrong with any of those things. That's the hard part, right? That's hard to answer that question because any one of those will create an amazing career for you. So yeah, you're winning either way. I can't give you a wrong answer. Easy job for me. I'm almost done, okay? Says, hey Chuck, just got my CCNA last week. What sort of jobs do you recommend I apply for? If you have zero IT experience, I wouldn't be too ashamed or too proud to apply for a help desk job. While at the same time applying for junior network admin jobs or network admin, apply for any job that you can that has CCNA in the description. Yeah, that's what I do. And great next step, because a lot of people are thinking, okay, I got my CCNA, now I want to move on to CCNP. Now you're doing a good thing. You got your CCNA. Now you're thinking, how can I apply those skills and get experience, which is the next best step you can take. So yeah, I would. Of course, your goal is junior network admin or NOC technician or ultimately network admin if you can. Not impossible. Like I remember one guy we hired fresh out of the Cisco Networking Academy, just got a CCNA. We brought him on as a junior network admin. He was a regular network admin within like 2 or 3 months. So yeah, totally possible, totally doable. But don't wait too long. You can find a help desk job that'll possibly give you more more upward mobility, so you can move up into a position. All right, keep moving. Rajdeep, let me throw you up real quick. This is currently learning Java, but I feel like Java might be outdated. Should I learn Python or a different language over the summer? First year in comp sci. No, I don't think so. I think Java's, as far as like, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Java's outdated. I think Java is going to be here forever. It's no, I can't say forever, but it's still hot, right? I don't think you should switch. If you already know enough Java that you're proficient, I wouldn't feel the urgent need to switch just to be able to be good in IT. Now I think there are a lot of resources and libraries and a lot more learning materials out there for Python with any other IT career. But if you're in a computer science degree and you're learning Java, I think you're on a great path. I wouldn't switch. Honestly, I wouldn't switch. Sam Apple. I added too many P's. There we go. Oh, what do you think about DOS, Desktop as a Service? Now, it's kind of an ambiguous or kind of a vague question. So when you say Desktop as a Service, I'm assuming that you're talking about kind of a Citrix environment where people are offering basically remote desktop for you to use as a machine. I know it's becoming more popular in consumer spaces, like people might use video editing machines remotely. We see cloud gaming being a thing where you have like Google Stadia or whatever else is out there now where you can use someone else's compute to play video games. It could become, I think right now it's hard because internet isn't great everywhere. I know I've suffered through a lot of things where we've offered Citrix as people's desktops. We'd offer Microsoft Terminal Services as people's desktops. And when the internet's working great, it works great. It's cool. But internet isn't always great. So it becomes more of a frustration point. But I think desktop as a service is definitely the future when internet becomes more of like just turning on tap water. Like it's just a service we expect, and it's a service that is always fast because it's available so widely. Yeah, I think it's the future, honestly. But for now, it's not going to be huge, but it's definitely the future. John R. At 40, I held this job after getting my A+ and Network Plus. In 2019, I got my Security Plus. I got my first cybersecurity job in September 2020. Currently studying for the CYSA Plus. You're doing great, and I love that. Like, did you guys catch that? At 40, got a help desk job after getting A+ and Net Plus. In 2019, got Security Plus. Got my first cybersecurity job in 2020, September. Like, that wasn't very long ago. Like, that's. The person who asked earlier, is 32 old? Is it too late? No, it's not. This guy just proved that. It's amazing. And again, entry-level jobs in IT are often more higher paying than like mid-level jobs in any other career. So, guys, we're winning. It's IT is a cheat code for life. I'm telling you. That's awesome, John R. It's amazing. Okay. I think I have to stop now. I know there's a ton of super chats I missed. What I'm going to try and do is get to these on my next stream. I'll go back through and answer as many as I can, as well as the new ones. But I know it sucks that I didn't get to everyone's. It's kind of the nature of the beast as the channel becomes larger and more people ask things. But thanks, guys, for joining me today. Seriously, it's amazing to be back. I asked you what your dream job was because that's what we're working on. That's what we're doing, right? Like, that's the whole point of this channel. It's the whole point of you coming and joining in on a live stream. It's the whole point of you working your butt off every day, every morning, every night, studying. You want that dream job. And it's important to have that right there, your vision, your why. And I was just curious, like, I did a poll. A lot of you want to become hackers. A lot of you want to get into cybersecurity and pen testing. And I kind of want to flesh that out and talk it out. It's interesting. It really is. Anyways, that is all I have today. You guys are amazing. I will be live on Twitch tomorrow morning to study CCNP. We're going to grin and bear it, guys. And yeah, so twitch.tv/NetworkChuck. I also have a new YouTube channel. Let me just throw it out there real quick. It's called NetworkChuck Clips. You can find it. And it's exactly what you think it is. It's clips of my content. So I have like live streams like this, longer form content, and other things I make, and it just takes little snippets, little nuggets from that, and puts it into bite-sized pieces so you can like easily digest. So go check it out. If there's like things, like for example, I answered a lot of super chats today that could be their own video, so those might be taken out and put into that channel, and it's cool. So go subscribe there. We'll love that. And yeah, that's all I got, guys. I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna go make dinner. My wife's mad at me. Bye. Bye.